Why hello there and welcome back to GSL English. My name is of course Gideon, and in today's lesson you are going to have another opportunity to practice your speaking skills by speaking out loud with me. And also, I'm pretty sure that by the end of this video you are going to have some new vocabulary and new expressions to use in your conversations. So find somewhere quiet. Find somewhere comfortable, grab a cup of tea and get ready to speak out loud with me. So as always, it's my pleasure to give you a very warm welcome back to our class today. Now, if you do want to improve your speaking skills, your fluency and your pronunciation, it is essential that you get used to speaking out loud as much as possible. So that is exactly what we're going to do today. Now, you don't need to worry about what to say, when to say it, or even how to say it. I've got all of that covered. All you need to do is follow the instructions throughout this class. Class is going to be separated into 4 parts. Firstly, you will just listen carefully as I speak out loud, because that is exactly what you are going to be saying. Secondly, you will repeat after me. So I will speak, the video will pause, and you will just simply repeat to the best of your ability. And then thirdly, and this is the important bit, we are going to shadow read together. So that is where you will speak at the same time as me. So we're going to talk at the same time. And then lastly, once we have completed those 3 exercises, we are going to break down some of the vocabulary and expressions that we used so you can take them away and use them in your conversations. So as I said, find somewhere comfortable, find somewhere quiet, find somewhere that you don't mind speaking out loud, and let's go for it. Here is part 1. I want you to listen very carefully as I speak. The other day, I decided to go for a walk to clear my head. After a particularly busy week filled with back-to-back meetings at work, I desperately needed some fresh air. I can't believe how much of a difference it made. Stepping outside, away from the constant buzz of my phone and the digital world, allowed me to truly switch off from my thoughts. The weather was initially quite unpleasant, freezing cold and overcast. However, as I continued my walk, the sun broke through the clouds, transforming the day into a beautiful afternoon. I found myself lost in the moment, wandering for hours without a care in the world. By the time I returned home, I felt refreshed and revitalized. The experience reminded me of the importance of disconnecting from technology. I'm committed to making regular walks part of my routine from now on. So that is exactly what you are going to say. Now, listen carefully and I want you to repeat after me. Listen to the pronunciation, of course, but also listen to the intonation in my voice. Listen to how the pace speeds up and slows down, but also how my volume goes up and down. So do your best and repeat after me. The other day, I decided to go for a walk to clear my head. After a particularly busy week filled with back-to-back meetings at work. I desperately needed some fresh air. I can't believe how much of a difference it made. Stepping outside, away from the constant buzz of my phone and the digital world. Allowed me to truly switch off from my thoughts. The weather was initially quite unpleasant, freezing cold and overcast. However, as I continued my walk, the sun broke through the clouds. transforming the day into a beautiful afternoon. I found myself lost in the moment, wandering for hours without a care in the world. By the time I returned home, I felt refreshed and revitalized. The experience reminded me of the importance of disconnecting from technology. I'm committed to making regular walks part of my routine from now on. Very good. Now, if you need to, repeat that exercise a few times, just repeating after me. And now we are going to go into part 3 of this lesson where we shadow read, which is us talking at the same time. This might seem strange at first. Give it a try, get used to it, and then do it again. So just do your best. And if you need to slow down the video, that's no problem at all. Do that and then work your way up to full pace. Let's give it a try. The other day, I decided to go for a walk to clear my head. After a particularly busy week filled with back-to-back meetings at work, I desperately needed some fresh air. I can't believe how much of a difference it made. Stepping outside, away from the constant buzz of my phone and the digital world, allowed me to truly switch off from my thoughts. The weather was initially quite unpleasant, freezing cold and overcast. However, as I continued my walk, the sun broke through the clouds, transforming the day into a beautiful afternoon. I found myself lost in the moment, wandering for hours without a care in the world. By the time I returned home, I felt refreshed and revitalized. The experience reminded me of the importance of disconnecting from technology. I'm committed to making regular walks part of my routine from now on. Very well done. Fantastic exercise for improving your speaking skills and your pronunciation. But if you need to, go back, try this a few times, repeat it throughout the week. As I said, if you need to slow down the video, no problem at all. Just relax and enjoy it, and then work your way up to full speed. So now let's break down some of the vocabulary that we used. One of the first expressions that we used in this text was back-to-back meetings, meaning that we had meetings one after the other. They are back to back. Sometimes you look at your calendar for the day, meeting, 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 meeting. They're back to back without a break in between. And we also had this fantastic expression to lose track of time. Have you ever been doing something that either you enjoyed or you were just so busy that time went out of the window? You lost track of what time it is. In this case, we went for a walk. It was sunny. We were really enjoying it. So we lost track of time. We didn't know what time it was or how long we had been walking for. And we said that we needed to go on this walk to clear our heads, to clear my head. And sometimes we have to do this if we are feeling stressed, if we've got lots of thoughts going on. We just need to clear our head. And often the best way of doing this is by going for a walk, getting some fresh air. We just clear our heads a little bit and we come back refreshed and revitalized, like we said. I also like in this text that we said we desperately needed something. It's a bit of an over-exaggeration, but if we desperately need something, it means that we really need it. We can't go without it. We are desperate for it. So in this instance, I desperately just needed some fresh air, needed to go outside. We felt like we really needed it. And we spoke about, the constant buzz of my phone and the digital world. You know what it's like. Now, we have our lives on our phones, don't we? They're constantly ringing, vibrating, buzzing. There's notifications here, notifications there. Sometimes we just need a break from the constant buzz of that phone. We spoke about the weather initially being overcast. And this just means that, it's just grey. Can't really see any sun. It's grey. It's gloomy. It might rain. It might not. But it doesn't motivate you in any way. So the weather was initially overcast. And then we said that the sun broke through the clouds. Lovely word picture there. The sun broke through the clouds. So, those kind of days when it's a bit gloomy, it's overcast, then you see that ray of sunshine and the sun just breaks through. It's like it pushes the clouds apart. And we spoke about being lost in the moment. And this expression means to be completely absorbed in that current moment, in that experience. Maybe you can think of a time when, maybe you went to a concert or you were doing something and you were just completely transfixed, completely lost in that particular moment. You weren't thinking about anything else. That's what that expression means. So that's just a breakdown of some of the expressions that we used in this video. But I encourage you to not just do this once and forget about it. Repeat this exercise daily over the next week. Get used to speaking out loud because, it will help our pronunciation, our fluency, and our speaking skills. But also physically, our mouth and our muscles just get used to moving in the way that they need to speak English. This is just as important. Muscle memory is essential to fluency. So give this a try over the next week. Let me know how it goes. Let me know in the comments, did you enjoy this exercise or this style of video? And if so, I will provide more. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day ahead and I'll see you all very soon. Have a good one, guys.